Hello to anyone and everyone who is watching this video. I'm Brian, and this is, I don't even know what I'm calling this vlog series. This is my Medi-Weightloss journey 2025 vlog entry. This is today is August, what is it? August 14th, 2025, at least it is at the date, and that's the date that I'm recording this particular segment of this video. It seems that the way I do these videos now is I'll record an intro, and then I record the weigh-in at Medi-Weightloss, and then sometime later I'll record the meat of the video, which usually I try to have some kind of encouraging message to give out to anybody who needs it. Today I am currently on my way to my Medi-Weightloss appointment. If you came from the last video at all, if you watched the last video, you know that I've had some things happening in my life which have I guess you could say they've derailed my plans with this program, but they're not really derailed because I'm still on it. I'm still doing it. I'm still making it happen. But they've definitely put up some challenges. I'm not able to go into the details of my personal life. That's just not why I'm here. I'm just letting you know that I'm having some hard times, and sometimes these types of hard times can cause people to fall off whatever programs that they're doing. And I just want to encourage you to keep going, because like I said in the last video, that bandwagon, that horse that you got to get back in the saddle on, that doesn't go away just because you've fallen off. When it comes to weight shedding like this, it stops for you. It waits for you. It's there for you whenever you want to get back on. And this week, that's what I've done. Like I said in my previous video, I'm resetting my program with Medi. I've never actually stopped going. I delayed a couple of appointments for various reasons, but overall, I'm continuing with the program. And I actually did a preliminary weigh-in at home this morning, which gave me reason to be optimistic, even with falling off the program for a few days like I did. It seems like maybe I still had some progress, at least according to my home scale, which I do not by any means use as an official source for my progress. It's just something to kind of give me an idea of where I'm at. So I'm hopeful that today's weigh-in will be positive. We'll have some good news and show some progress despite my setbacks. So let's go see where I'm at. If you care to join me, you're invited. Let's go to Medi-Weightloss. All right, here we are today, or here I am, and you are watching this. This is my weigh-in. Now, just real quick, before I forget, this video is not sponsored in any way by Medi-Weightloss. I'm not getting any kind of financial incentive from them or discounts. It just happens to be Medi-Weightloss is the clinic that I'm going to for my particular journey. Getting on the scale now. All right, there's the scale, my feet. I don't know why it's important for me to say that every time. And all right. And it does look like I've had some progress. Thank you for joining me so far, and I'll see you in the next piece. That was a good visit, another really good one. Had some great progress there. The breakdown, I wanted to record the breakdown before I forgot it. Total fat loss was 9.4 pounds of fat since my last visit. That's a lot in a 3-week time frame. And then I had a slight gain in muscle mass, and I'm retaining water a little bit, so I need to actually work on that. But yeah, hey, it's hot here and it's humid. I'd like to get somewhere else, so let's go talk a little bit more about some things that I addressed in my last video that I don't think I completely talked too much about. Whatever it is, let's go somewhere else. We're here in my garage. This isn't exactly a cooler place, still pretty humid, but I am going to be working a little bit on the mental health side of getting healthy. And well, what does my garage have to do with that? Well, if you can see my bikes here behind me. In the past, if you remember, if you've seen some of my other videos, from a few years back on this channel, maybe you're also familiar with my other channel over at Free Range MTB, which is a channel I haven't contributed to in quite a number of years. If you've seen any of that, you know that I like to ride bikes. And the problem that I've been facing is I haven't been getting out on my bikes in a long time. And I have always found that riding helps clear my headspace. It helps me with the mental health aspect of things. And so I want to get to a point where I'm riding again. I love to ride. It's very mentally stimulating. It's also very good for clearing out your mind. It's very good for helping you focus your thoughts. It has a really positive impact on your mental health. And I've always said that there's 3 aspects of health that we all need to work on if we want to be truly healthy. Our physical health, which deals with the body. Then there's also mental health, which is what today's video is about. And then there's spiritual health, which I will likely be throwing in from time to time. So what do I need to do here to get back into riding those? I need to clean this garage. It is a mess. It is not in a way that I can actually work on the bikes. These bikes have been neglected for a few years, so you probably can't tell, but we've got some flat tires. There's some maintenance that needs to be done to them, some tuning up, and quite frankly, I don't have the capacity or the space in this garage to do that. So that's what I'm doing. Let's get to it. I kind of wanted to follow up from my last video where I talked about giving ourselves grace. And that's important for us to do by all means. If we do find ourselves falling off the wagon, maybe missing one or two of our meals, and giving ourselves a little bit of a cheat day, if you will. And we can't waste a lot of time getting on ourselves and beating ourselves up. We give ourselves grace, like I said in the last video. What I want to talk a little bit about right now, though, is I think it's possible to overcorrect, so to speak, as well. And that there's actually, that's kind of twofold. By overcorrecting, I mean we can either be too lenient, or we might have a tendency or a temptation to be too strict. So I'm going to address that latter one first, because I think it's the easiest one to avoid. For those of us who are on the Medi-Weightloss, there's really not being too strict. You just follow week one. If you fall off 1 or 2 meals, actually I would even say if you only give yourself 1 meal, 1 cheat meal, I don't even think you need to go back to week 1. But if you find yourself falling off or cheating for a day or 2, then you just go back to week 1 eating, and that's it. You do week 1 for a week, and then you get back on with the second phase of that. But I think one thing that, at least this happens to me, again, these videos are not definitive for everyone. This is my experience. And one thing that I find myself having a temptation to do when I fall off the bandwagon is I don't get too hard on myself, but I also am not strict enough. I might tend to have I might tend to be a little bit lenient on myself when I really shouldn't be. So my message in this video then, at the tail end of this video, is give yourself grace, be nice to yourself, be kind, allow yourself to mess up once in a while, and be human about it and be okay. But get back into it and stick with the program. Don't fall for the trap, and this is advice for myself more than anything else, but don't fall for the trap that you were lenient, you're giving yourself grace, and now you're going to keep giving yourself grace, and allow yourself using that as an excuse to not get fully back with whatever program you're on. And again, I only say this because this can happen to me. It's a mindset. Your goal and my goal in this whole thing is to drop weight, to get rid of the fat, get healthy, build up good muscle, and get rid of the fat. That's the whole goal. And in doing so, you have a whole bunch of side effects in that, your body gets less painful, you have more energy, you can sleep better, all kinds of things, right? But if you give yourself grace, don't fall for the temptation to give yourself too much grace, if that makes sense. Stick with the program. Be strict with yourself because you're committed to yourself. You're the one who you've made the commitment to when you get on this program. It shouldn't be for anybody else, it should be for you. So be committed to yourself, give yourself grace if you need to, stick with the program. Get back on the program and be strict with it. All right? I think that's really about all I wanted to say at this point. So with that in mind, hey, I still got some work to do. You can see I'm in a different shirt than I was in that time lapse. It's been a couple days. I still have some things to do to clean this up and get these steeds back out on the trails. So if this video has helped you in any way, if I've earned your subscription and a like and maybe even a share, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could do those things. You know, as I say, for, you know, to my mountain bike friends, stay upright, keep the rubber side down. Let's keep getting healthy. I'll see you in the next video.